I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this knocked out. Uh, the issue with YouTube that I talked to you guys about the other day, it's crazy because after speaking about this, it was late last night, I believe, that someone sent me a video, and then today, after actually checking out a little bit of that video, I ended up receiving like three, four more videos, and most of them ended up popping up on my timeline. But it was all concerning the same exact thing that I spoke about to other content creators. The thing that's really fucked up about it is that, I mean, I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, fucking, they're just holding something, they're holding this thing, this cloud over my head. I'm black. It is, whatever. But it's fucked up because the other creators, we hold that in common. We very much so do. And to make it even odder is one of them. I've watched one of these guys before, and his content isn't something that I'm just like. Well, I don't mind his content, but his thought processes, as far as things that he has to say on certain individuals, is way the fuck out of whack. And it's understanding that he's a very young man who hasn't dealt with a lot in the world. But something that he said during the video, which we're gonna watch, absolutely blew my mind because I'm like, fuck me, that's the exact same thing that I had to deal with him. And to make matters worse, I'll tell you guys what happened in the end when I dealt with the individuals who actually made the strike, who caused this issue to start, who tried to claim multiple of those super long streams that we do on here by lying and saying that I was improperly using their content. I'll tell you about that in a second, but let's go ahead and get switched over. And yeah, we're gonna watch the first video, the thing that first was sent to me here, because I had never heard of this guy. I had never watched any of his content, but this was quite interesting as to what happened here. His name's Cory Kenshin. I like that name though, Cory Kenshin. That's what's up. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the music for a second. I don't know if you guys have seen this video yet or not, but we're gonna watch some of it because yeah, this is kind of interesting. I watched a portion of it late last night, a couple of minutes. So let me kill the music real fast, and then we'll start this up.
This video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously.
That is some strong shit to YouTube, racism and favoritism. That's a strong statement to make, but let's keep it going.
YouTube, you guys either play favorites,
that's a fact,
you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube.
Yep.
Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time,
right, I understand that.
I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant, and only my video seemed to be age restricted.
Now, that's crazy because we just saw this happen with someone else a few days ago. Trying to someone here in the stream, deadlock in fact. Yeah. Oh, I've been doing good. Did you see the video of Andrew Tate's response, bro? I actually was going to talk about that the other day, King Brian, and you know what? Honestly, I kind of still want to do it on stream because there's so much I want to say about that. And so, ooh, bro, you are about to make me switch the whole stream up tonight, bringing that up because I heard some of the most idiotic stuff to come out of an individual's mouth today. It was a young woman who just, I mean, if ever it were possible for me to have a conversation with this woman, it would either force my brain to liquefy and deteriorate based on the stupid shit that came out of her mouth, or it would enlighten her on the fucking truths in this world, like, period. But back to this situation. So what he said there, the possibility, no, you're not that late, Scope, not at all. Out of people, Jake Paul posted the tweet of Andrew Tate response. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. I will talk about that in a second. No joke. So with him saying this, the possibilities are there's favoritism, which there's absolutely zero doubt about the favoritism portion of it when it comes to YouTube. And here's why I say that. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the whole situation with Juice World. Again, I don't keep up with these fucking people, but I get this news and this information because of what I do on a daily basis. YouTube, there were people there who were like, we have to push his content, so on and so forth, bring his numbers up, etc. Do they have a way to actually affect certain individuals' content pushing things like that? 100%. 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And in fact, I have a question that I'm going to have to ask the YouTube team on Twitter and see if they answer me back. Because honestly, I can say this right now. I know somewhere along the lines, they have suppressed my shit. Period. I know it for a fact. Especially considering the fact that people who are actually subscribed, hit the notification, etc., do not get notified when I come on. Could it be a glitch in the matrix? Possibly. Fine. I can take that. But at the same time, these individuals watch and they tell me, like, yo, hey, I haven't seen shit from you in about a week. Like, when were you on stream last? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was on yesterday, 2 days ago, the night before that. You know, so, and I can run it down to them. And they're not getting notified of it. Years ago when we started this channel up, and I understand it's like I'm not even probably in the algorithm the way that these other individuals are because of the fact that I haven't hit that 1,000 mark yet. When we started this years ago, like I said before, we stopped because of all the things that were going on in life at that point. Work-wise, with the little one, just everything stopped it. But when I started it back up, the numbers went from, I think the channel only had what, maybe 300 or so subs or whatever, which now I'm over the 800 mark. But so many people have said, bro, like, I've gotten nothing as far as notifications or known that you had any content up there until you said something about streaming the other night. It's nuts. Now, on the racist side of it, if you have humans working anywhere, the thing about it is that you want to believe, and it's a thing that we all want to be naive and believe the fact that it's impossible for someone to hold a bias over something so simple as being born a certain way, a certain color, a certain ethnicity, a certain whatever. But it happens. Fuck, we know it happens. And to make matters worse, YouTube as a company has this ideal image or brand worthy vision. And if you don't fall in that because you look a certain way, guess what? Fuck you. That's how it rolls. To say that a mixture of both are possibly there, I can believe it. And let's keep the video going. The score is still being weird as hell. I know. All right, let's keep this going real quick though. And I'll tell you guys what happened with the situation.
For like an hour, 2 hours, I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Corey, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted.
And that is the worst fucking thing. And I told you guys 2 days ago when I went over the situation, that's what I received. Your video is restricted. We looked at it. Nope. Sorry. No answer as to why. The only thing that it said was, first off, spam, misinformation, and what was the other part of it? Deceptive practices. I mean, that you have to understand how badly that pisses me off as the type of individual that I am. As the type of fucking man that I am. It pisses me off when someone says that I am misleading someone or giving misinformation or practicing any form of deception on anything, considering the type of individual that I am. And what's really fucked up is that when I did all of the research, dug super deep, and had to fucking essentially like crack the code to find out what it was, it had nothing to do with that. And yet, I received that same thing. When I went against it, they said, nope, sorry. It is what it is. Fuck you. And we don't have an answer as to why. But your content is gone, number one. When they stopped the stream, they wiped that first. And I found out the amount of time it was. It was the first hour and 48 minutes or so of the stream was wiped out until I restarted the streaming. Because I didn't give a fuck at that point. I was like, well, I'll deal with it later. So I restarted the stream. And I was like, I dare you to fucking stop it at this point. But I got that same thing. And it's infuriating for no one to give you a real answer.
That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression, and I'm just gonna leave it there. Lest this video
but everyone just
because I'm talking.
But everyone played through that game.
The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because
Facts.
A, you're a really big YouTuber.
Facts.
And B, you're not black. So I
fucking facts on both. So the favoritism pops right there when it comes to Markiplier. And I mean, I have, again, like, I'm not one of those people who are like big on, I'm like all over these niggas nuts trying to like watch all their content or whatever. But the stuff that I do know of them and the stuff that has gone viral and everything else that you can't help but see, especially when you work in the field I work in, it's one of those things. I know who Markiplier is. I know that Markiplier has done some wild shit, said some wild shit in the past, and still does to some extent nowadays. But that is the perfect line to put in place for a favoritism situation. Because if they both created the same video, has the same content in there, and from what I understand about this guy right here, he doesn't swear. He blocks or actually censors the swearing and other types of stuff like that within the games that he plays when he creates his content. From what I understand. And if that's the case, that would actually make him more brand friendly and advertiser friendly than damn near anyone on this platform. But let's let him keep talking.
I can look at your channel,
Cory
and then I
Kenshin
can
is
look at
goated.
my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure
I'd never
that
heard of him, man.
the things and the games
This
that
is
you
my first
play,
time.
all that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't
Same
age
game.
restricted. So
It's
I
the
send a
same
video
game.
to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Cory, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and
because
see what
that's
they
the whole thing. That's the whole thing. They're not going to call out shit that they do wrong. You have to find out for them. I swear to you, like, it's not possible that they have someone in in their offices who actually goes back and makes the human or takes the human view of the appeal. It's absolutely not possible because they get so much of this wrong, it's not even funny. Like, the algorithm messes up. When you go ahead and you go against that and dispute it, there should be a human who says, hey, let me take a look at this. Let me go ahead and clarify it. Oh, the algorithm screwed up. Cool. You're clear. Don't worry about it. Are bad. Now, one of two things is happening here. Either there's no human there, and you're letting the algorithm or machine system reply against a fucking dispute. Are you kidding me? Or number two, you fall under the tiers that he broke down at the beginning. Either it's favoritism, racism, or a mixture of the two. Let's run it.
What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal.
That's crazy.
I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was
busted. Gotcha, bitch. Like, I mean, that is that moment right there. Gotcha. Like, yo, busted.
Oh, great. This is awesome. Look, Cory, they took the age restriction off. I said,
damn
why?
Is right, bruh.
I expected them to triple down.
Yep.
And give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my...
How fucked up is that? How fucked up does that sound? I hate saying it this way. But here it is. You use the white dudes. You used this white dude's motherfucking content to prove the black man's innocence when they created the same exact content. That sounds super fucked up. He said it subtly. I'm just giving the actual the actual statement there. It sounds crazy. I mean, even saying that, it sounds absolutely crazy that had to be the case. White privilege to a whole new level. Well, and I mean, even taking that, yo, I hate saying that, but yes. Ooh. Oh my God. Yo, we got to get through this because you brought up something else that just, this stream was almost very different from what is going to be tonight, because the clown show, what I'm going to show you guys after this, the clown show had a huge starring cast, but I switched it up because we're going to deal with them another day.
My YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing
This
my
is
feelings
actually
about
pretty damning for them, and I'm inclined to believe racism and or favoritism plays a part in this. He broke that down to him dead ass out the gate.
entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
number one, was it automated
wow.
or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place?
Was the initial restriction automated? Okay.
Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you
Right.
submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer
And
that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision?
facts.
That I come back to YouTube, I'm number one trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something
And
that
that's
they can
interesting
incriminate me
enough
for
in
and
itself
try to
right
push
there.
me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was number one trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year.
So-
Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again and I'm getting my numbers.
It makes sense to ask that question at that point. If I'm gone from the platform for all this time and the machine learning's going through everything on there, so on and so forth, well, you know, other people are still watching it. No one's flagging anything, reporting anything, yada, yada. But as soon as I come back and I'm blowing up and I'm number one trending, number two trending, whatever the case may be, all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, shut his ass down. Shut him down right now. That's what he's getting at here. Konnichiwa. Frederick. Where at? But a white dude gets number one trending. They like good job and shut him down. He's yeah, yep. So Frederick, where at? Which island? Maine or other what prefecture?
I'm number one trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that, Bob. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those three questions.
I want to get through this because
so
we got another one to
another
look
2
at.
days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video.
Oh my goodness!
No way did they do that. I go to
so they re-age restricted
Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted.
Wow!
They got caught with their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, "Oh, whoa, okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with
that's
it."
crazy.
Thought that I wasn't gonna like talk about this, make
that
a video about it.
Nuts.
You realize how bad this looks for you.
Very.
Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been number one trending multiple days.
All right, I want to get through this so we can get to the other.
Because I've been number one trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the mortuary assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior.
Okay.
To get my diamond play button, and there was no correspondence.
So that was that video here. The other video that I told you all we were going to take a look at is this one. Like I said, some of his stuff, I'm like, you know, all right, cool. I've seen a few things. We even reviewed one of Jidion's videos before when he went to the most racist town in America. This one is, I mean, he almost fucking titled it exactly the same. So I'm guessing he watched that video or he's just talking about his own issue.
We're going to go back. So I'm not going to lie. For the most part, my main channel, we're Gucci, man. We're Gucci on the main channel. to just sit back, relax.
Hold on, where's it at?
To you guys,
here it is.
Real time. So that's why I love my second channel. And then YouTube just started messing with.
Said, what's the commentary? So the other day, you had 4 ads on Twitter. That's why you sub, bro. I'm sorry. I have to let that happen. I have to let it happen. Sometimes I'll turn the ads off on Twitch, you guys. But as far as the commentary, Frederick, okay, so to break this down, a few days ago, I was in the middle of a stream. We're all having a good time. YouTube and Twitch as normal. Out of nowhere, I received something almost 2.5 hours or so in, which is about 45 minutes or so after it happens. I get this notification that YouTube had shut down my stream. And I'm like, what is happening? Go through the stream, finish it off. I restarted it on YouTube, get through the whole stream, and then I'm fighting with them until about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning on Twitter and back and forth on YouTube, doing this different research. Find out that someone had made false claims. I then, the next day on stream, show what the false claims were, go after them. But at the same time, that evening after the stream and today, or yesterday, I should say, I get these videos. And these videos are breaking down how there has to be some form of favoritism, racism, or a mixture of both happening on YouTube. And it's from multiple content creators who are saying it. And it just so happens that everyone that's gone through this sort of issue has been African American. Now, I'm not one, as I said when we started this whole stream tonight, I'm not one to ever play that card. We all know I'm of multiple ethnicities, and I don't give a fuck by any standard how someone feels about me until it affects or has some form of an effect on business or things that I do. And this is one of those things that I do. So, yeah, let's get through this real quick, and I will explain why this one really, really got me, because I'm like, these fuckers did the same thing to me.
With it, man. YouTube just started messing with it out of nowhere. So I'm gonna tell you guys where all these strikes came from. This strike right here came from a Jubilee video I reacted to, right, chat? It was the rating guys by body video, right? So a bunch of different people reacted to the video.
I know that.
A bunch of different people reacted to that exact same video that I did. I can't find the exact same video, but I looked it up the other day. It's still up. It's just Jubilee does so many.
It was all over my timeline.
Mine was the only one rating guys by their body. Mine was the only one that got a strike. I got a straight up strike.
Did that shit too. Yep.
When you get a warning, your video's gone.
Yes.
Your video's gone.
That's what happened to me right there. The stream was gone. That first almost 2 hours of the stream was wiped. The first time I've ever got a warning, anything like that, it was wiped.
And this warning can never go away. So I'll never get another chance to get another warning again.
Yep. So if I do potentially fuck up somewhere,
my second strike, what I got was I was reacting to Skeeter Jean's video. And basically, he was exposing a pedo, right? But his video was still up, so I was like, okay, so it's good to react to. I reacted to it and everything. The reason why my video got striked was because Skeeter had left the dude's number in the video. So Skeeter, this isn't me trying to get Skeeter in trouble, but Skeeter's Jean's video is still up with the dude's video. But since my video had his number in there, which the number doesn't even work anymore, they deleted it, and I got a strike. And they said that was harassment and cyberbullying.
So the original video still had it there.
First off, I feel like any predator should be cyberbullied until, you know, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but
Yo, I know what he want to say. And let me tell you something. If the dude was found and convicted to be a predator, what, YouTube, you gonna go and save him out of prison? I'll tell you what they do to motherfuckers like that in prison. All right? Like, what, you gonna go and save him there? Bruh, I'm sorry. Like, when it comes to shit like that, okay, maybe you shouldn't dox, anybody at all, whatever, fine. But that wasn't on him. That was a part of said video. And if you're streaming it, which is why you have to be careful about some of the stuff I guess you put out. And I tend to do that a lot, where it's just like we're just watching a video that's just there it is, and I haven't watched it yet or anything like that. But I mean, I'm the type of motherfucker that knows if something crazy does happen, then I just got to suffer the consequences of it at that moment. But yeah, when it comes to something along the lines of that, but you got it in the initial video, how do you go after the person who's making a reaction or review to that video? One of them was white. The original video was from a white dude. The other one was, well, Jidion, Lydian, whatever you call them.
I feel like they deserve it, but in this case, it wasn't even me cyberbullying. Yeah, it was in the original video. So I got a strike for that. So these 2 strikes, I said, okay, YouTube, you got it. And what's crazy about this strike right here is, if you guys remember when we did the Phase Rug stream, the reason why my stream ended was because I got this strike here. But I said, okay, YouTube, it is what it is. This strike right here, chat, this is the strike that took the cake. Oh my gosh, I was pissed. So as you guys can see, this is
what happened. What happened on Twitch?
YouTube had to say. Our team has reviewed your video, and unfortunately, we think it violates our sale of regulated goods and policies. We remove the following content from YouTube. So basically, YouTube prohibits content that promotes or links to sites that allow for online gambling or betting.
Now, I know this is a fucking lie. I know that is a lie right there. Because if they do, then and I hate to say it like this, but Aiden Ross, all of his shit would be gone off YouTube. Like, you're not supposed to bet on YouTube at all. Promote links or sites that allow for online gambling or betting. I know for a fact, him, fucking Drake, a bunch of other people who promote, and what's so crazy about it is that people don't understand that Drake and some of these individuals actually get paid by that company to play on there to draw other motherfuckers in. You don't have that kind of bread, but you gonna play because Drake's on there. Like, what? So I get it. If that's your policy, but you hit him for it, why is it that it's all over your platform? Still.
So I can't even say the name of the site, but it's the site that Aiden plays on. If you guys know what site Aiden Ross plays on, then you know what I'm talking about. It's the one that Nelk promotes. It's the one that the UFC promotes. It's the one that Drake promotes.
Aiden is...
I got age. I got a strike.
It's all over YouTube.
All I did was react to a video that was saying why gambling was bad. And throughout the entire reaction, I didn't even react to the whole video because I got bored midway. We didn't even post a clip of it. This was in the main live stream. That's why I don't show the live streams. You guys wonder why I always private the live streams? Because I don't know what YouTube will strike. So I have to get rid of the live streams. But YouTube gave me a strike for literally reacted to a video talking about why gambling was bad because they thought I was promoting gambling. So I freaked out. I got the strike at like 3 a.m. I said, okay, I can see. I wasn't even mad. I said, I can see I did it, or I don't know, but no one looked at that video. Nobody. And look at this, chat.
Fillion. That's the main video.
So I started freaking out. I called my YouTube rep. And I was talking to him. My YouTube rep is amazing, man. I love my YouTube manager. He does a great job. But even he was like, yeah,
that was
bro,
Aiden and them gambling on there there.
So we were talking, and he said, I'm going to talk to the policy people. We're going to try to get it taken care of. I'm out filming a video, right, chat?
Come on, Aiden.
Not going to lie. It's looking bad. Because when he basically told them, hey, this shouldn't be there. Their excuse was because I said the name of the gambling site that they will most likely not reinstate the video. Bro, chat, I was in the middle of a Walmart freaking out.
That's crazy.
I was
because he said the name.
I've
even
never
though
been so pissed in my life.
People on stream not only
currently
say
got
the
a strike
name,
on YouTube for promoting gambling.
but
I've never gambled in my
them.
life. And the video I reacted to was a hit piece on why you shouldn't gamble. Now my channel is one strike away from almost getting deleted. Currently freaking out. This is me being nice, chat.
Oh, I think this is the part that I saw right here.
Behind it and
this is the part that I very much so relate to here.
I was freaking out because I don't know if you realize this, but connected, my main channel is gonna get connected. So 2 of my major sources of income could have been gone just from some straight up BS from YouTube. This is the original video that was up. It's still up on YouTube. This is Osman Gold.
Osman Gold did the same.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's a very popular Twitch streamer, right?
And he puts all of his stuff on
Instagram
YouTube.
And Twitter. Cool dude. This is on his YouTube channel. His reaction still up. This is Hassan.
That
his
fucking
reaction
loser.
Still up.
Hassan.
And guess who else's reaction was
Same
still
exact
up?
thing.
Pokemon's reaction was still up.
So
4K. Right.
So okay, did you see the individuals? Osman Gold, the loser Hassan, fucking Pokimane, Fillion, all their shit still up online. You see how there's some form of favoritism being thrown around there, but then you also have to remember that all of them are very they have a very much lighter hue to their skin than Jidion does. The shit does not look good at all. It really doesn't. It's a problem. It's insane the amount of times that you can pull something like this up. And let's take it even at the where we hope it's coming from. Some form of favoritism. What the fuck? This platform is supposed to be equal on all levels, but we know that that's not the case. And we're going to talk about that just for a quick second after we're done with this. But we know it's not the case because Andrew Tate wouldn't have been kicked off of the platform. We have to remember, the man didn't have any actual, all these channels were not his. Well, actually, he did have one on YouTube. One, the Tate Speak, I believe it was. But he wouldn't be off the platform if all things were equal. Because I've seen too many, white females and who just go off the cuff, off the rails with the shit that they have to say about men. But hey, let's finish this off real quick. What up, Vasi?
Right here. I literally sent this
marshmallow
to my YouTube rep, and I said, bro, you got to look at it like this. How are and there was other creators too, videos still up. How are all these other creators' videos still up, clipping this video that YouTube deemed as promoting gambling?
Right.
But then mine, when I didn't even A, react to the full video, B, it was literally just in an 8-hour live stream, and then C, throughout the entire reaction, I was detesting gambling because I think gambling is a horrible thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I have been in talks with Steak, but then I knocked back to my senses and I was like, you know what? I can't work with Steak, man. Like, that goes against my morals because a lot of you guys are kids and I don't want you guys out here just gambling. So, YouTube responded on my Twitter.
Oh, here we go.
They didn't even respond. They sent an automated message telling me to submit an appeal and they would get right to it. So I had to reply.
Same thing that Kenshin said, Cory Kenshin. Same thing that happened to me.
Nicely under that and say, ha ha ha, I did. You guys reviewed my 20-minute reaction in 3 minutes and automatically denied it. Again. And guess what Team YouTube support did? They deleted their tweet and then an actual person tweeted at me and said, we're right on it.
I promise. That right there is what fucking pissed me off so bad about this situation. There were numerous, and I mean, KD, oh my God. There were numerous, I don't even know, where the fuck are they? Yeah, so the tweets that came back from YouTube, I got that same automated bullshit. And then there were so many more than what are here right now. They removed all of the tweet, not all of the tweets, but a great number, about fucking 60 to 70% of the other tweets that they had sent to me. They went in and removed them after I sent the messages back to them, questioning them about it. Now, here's the breakdown. Combo Weston, how you doing, man? How you doing? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Vasi, it's been crazy. You gonna have to see the beginning of the stream, my guy. Like, it's a mess. And if you didn't catch the last couple of days, like I didn't stream yesterday, but the night before, it was a mess. The shit I had to deal with YouTube, because they killed my stream at like an hour and 45 minutes or so into it, and I didn't know about it for almost two hours, 2.5 hours or so in, and had to restart it and everything else. But here's the situation. Here's the end result of what happened with that. So I made the dispute. I showed you guys on the last stream that the person had just set up that account. The songs did not match. I have the licenses to those songs. I have the licenses to damn near everything that plays on my videos, everything that plays on these streams. And if I don't, I will suffer the consequences of letting them take any monetization from it if I ever reach the monetization point. I mean, I'm at 8 something right now as far as subs, hit the 1,000, whatever. I'm just saying it just in case something happens, whatever. Should I just like, I'm not doing this anymore, whatever the case may be. But, so, the next step after making that dispute is to appeal it. And they denied it. So, the next step becomes a situation where you are essentially getting into a legal battle with the other individual. And so, on that point, I was like, fuck it. This is what I'm going to have to do. So, I filled out the information, put it all in there, and then wrote down my little letter to them. And I let them know. Very clear that I know what you're doing. I have put up another stream using you as the example of someone who's sitting here and abusing this system, trying to take monetization that I don't even have yet from a 6-hour stream. And then the other stream that was 7 or 8 hours, and another stream that was another 5 or 6 hours. You're trying to steal this from me. And if you don't release this, I will take this as far as you would like for it to go, because you know the next steps. The next steps, we end up in court over it. And how stupid would you look to dare try and contest that? Here's the fucking crazy thing. YouTube decided on their end that I was in the wrong, and this person, who I clearly proved didn't even own the song that they were trying to claim, on multiple streams, on multiple of my streams, YouTube was like, we're in their favor, fuck it. They dropped the individual or company, the company. It wasn't just the individual. It was a fucking company. They dropped the claims. They dropped all of the copy claims from each one of the streams that I had to say they're fucking lying about. But YouTube hit me with a warning, removed my content, and caused a fucking scene. Everyone that was on the stream in the beginning, because I looked at the analytics later on, and I never really look at that, but I was like, wait a minute, I want to know how many people were actually on the stream at that point in time when they did it. And when I looked, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's a lot of goddamn people. But they all got kicked off. So yeah, thanks YouTube. But to these two's points, like the crazy thing about it is, I can go ahead and start the music for a second while we're talking about this before we hop into the next video. The crazy part about it is each one of them had their own claims and they matched up. My issue with YouTube, as I'm actually starting to get some form of growth and everything else, matches up with theirs. This isn't some fucking like, oh my God, I'm crazy. Like, no. There's absolute favoritism that happens in YouTube. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The possibility of it being a racist situation, well, everyone that you've heard this from tonight in these videos, and then I'm sure you can find other ones, they're fucking black. Is there a mixture of the two? It's all very possible. But at the very least, I'm going to say it's a huge issue with favoritism. And somewhere along the lines, they need to start getting that right. In fact, another thing that they really need to start doing is getting actual humans to go in and check these disputes versus going off of their busted and ridiculous AI, because it fucking sucks. Some of these people, this is their livelihood. And you know what? I'm the guy who's like, hey, get a fucking real job. Like, whatever. No. This is their livelihoods now. This is what the world has brought things to being, and this is what they do. How is it that you're going to allow a machine to dictate the loss of someone's livelihood? And in fact, I mean, knowing what they did in boosting certain creators' numbers, including Juice WRLD and shit like that, it might not even be AI that's doing it. It could be actual humans sending out these templated letters to specific individuals who don't fit the look of the brand that they want to carry at YouTube. I mean, it's up to you guys to make that decision, to like kind of look at it, look at the evidence. And I'd say go and look at each one of their videos on your own time, where you don't have to stop and hear my commentary on it or anything else like that. Get your own feeling for what's going on that. But there has to be something that YouTube can do in order to resolve these issues, because too many content creators are running into this. And then when you have a marginalized community, as it is already, who are coming up in an uproar to some extent about you, it causes a huge problem. Don't let... Hold on. See, I like your Walking Dead vid. Hey, I'm glad you did. Racist MFs 100. I'm not really surprised. There are a lot of sketchy incidents in all the platforms, not just YouTube. Facts. We're about to get into that in a second too. Don't let them bother you. You're a bloody legend, brother. Hey, thank you, Combo. Hey, hear me out. Rod Wave or Juice WRLD would be one to get hype. Well, but that's the thing though. Their numbers weren't where they had wanted them to be. So YouTube, feeling that it was going to make them more money, and they kind of fit the mold of the brand on some level, which is like, whatever, nigga, like, get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. They went in and manually adjusted not even the algorithm, just like pumped their content out to more people. But people who don't have 1,000 subs yet have to fight to get those 1,000 subs and then actually be dropped into the algorithm in order to get pushed on the platform. It's a problem. It's a problem. That's it. There's no balance in their system, even though they try to say, oh, we're fair. We're not pushing any favorites or anything like that. You're full of shit. I'd rather you told me the truth to my face than a covertly fucking lie behind my back. That's just a fact. Now, when you guys say these things, the feds made them get to like 18 mil and less. So the sketchy incidents on these platforms, and someone brought up Andrew Tate earlier, and had I watched the entire his farewell, well, that right there in and of itself is a really sketchy situation. Now, first and foremost, people need to understand something. And before I say all that, thank you all for being on both on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, like the video, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're on Twitch, give your boy a follow. And if you want sub, it's perfectly fine. I'm always on here. All right, so understand that these platforms are privately owned companies. It's not, everybody wants to say, oh, freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't apply. It does not apply. A privately owned company can do whatever the fuck they feel like they want to as far as kicking someone off of their platform for saying certain things. Now, there are certain guidelines that they have to adhere to in order to be a company. They still can't have racist biases, or just like there's multiple different things that can't come into play, because if it can be proven, they can be sued big time. Big time. Now, in the case of Andrew Tate, you have to understand that Instagram was the first one to drop him. That is owned by Meta, who is Facebook. Meta is the umbrella, okay? Facebook and Instagram live under that umbrella, all right? That's how that company is structured. Now, the thing about it is that if you're going to remove them off of one, you have to remove them off of all. The real crazy thing about it is the dude didn't have a Facebook account. He had an Instagram account, and his Instagram account didn't have anything but lifestyle photos on it. So you kicked him off of there because you heard these certain things. It's like a fucking rumor mill. Oh my God, he's this. Now I'm able to chat. What happened? What'd you do that made you unable to chat? But he's this, he's that, he's all of these things that you have heard, or based on these little clips and videos, or some small community of individuals screaming, oh my God, he's misogyny. Like, shut the fuck up. You thought butt-ass broads go on IG showing your cheeks, and I'm not talking about the ones on your face. Titties popping, all kinds of shit. Scamming dudes right there on the platform. Telling other females niggas ain't shit. The list goes on and on and on. But a dude who just simply had, and I mean, Meta and them allows that stuff to stay. But the dude who just has pictures of him out doing his thing, in his jet, in his sports cars, at his crib, out on a yacht, got some broads with him, whatever. Get him off of here. He hasn't said a thing on our platform, but get him off of it. To follow suit along with that, of course, TikTok is fucking TikTok. TikTok is a trash pit. I've spoken about TikTok before, and someone tried arguing with me. Oh my God, who reads the terms of service? Nigga, I read the terms of service of TikTok with good reason too. TikTok is a fucking trash pit. Period. He didn't even have an account on TikTok. It was a bunch of other people posting his shit on there. Now, of course, what happens to those little clips? It's like I said the other day. People were taking long form content, 2-hour videos, taking something, clipping it, and turning it into something totally twisted and different than what he actually said. That gets him off of there. YouTube decides we're going to get him off of here. The dude, all these channels, like I said before, not his. The only one he was actually on was Tate Speak. That's it. Hasn't happened on Twitch yet. More than likely will happen. He didn't have a Twitter account, but he's banned on Twitter as well. Twitter, if TikTok is the dumpster, no. Twitter is the dumpster. TikTok is the shit pit. Like, that's that. Not both of them motherfuckers are the same. Both of them are the same. They are both pits of total trash and shit, all layered that you can never fucking escape. He didn't have them on either one. All the crap that's on those, the misleading information, the spam, the fucking scams, all of it is allowed. But a guy who speaks about his lifestyle and what he wants out of a partner in life, or speaking to young men and trying to teach them, hey, you don't have to sit here and put up with this craziness that's coming from feminists, and Twitter's the dirtbag 1,000 times over. You don't have to put up with this. You shouldn't feel lost in your life. You need to stand up and you need to be a man. You need to do these certain things. This is what men do. This is what women ask of men. So why wouldn't we ask these things of women, etc., etc.? You banned him. It's craziness. It's literally saying a woman can say or do anything that she wants with zero consequences. But if a man even speaks his mind or his preference against them, he's shit out of luck. Now, it doesn't matter to Andrew Tate. The dude's got hundreds of millions of dollars. He owns everything that he owns. And he's going to do just fine. And so he did put out that video. We are not going to watch it today. And I think I'm going to have to go ahead and make some content on that. And also speaking to the clown show that I was going to speak about, which is, where is he at? This shitbag here. This is one of the most ignorant, asinine, toxic, fucking stupid, and dare I say, and I'm going to use the word, and I don't give a damn, retarded fucking people on this planet. I don't give a damn. I said it. And if you understand what that word means, you would know why it was used. Take it out of context if you want to. Fuck you for doing so. But I'm going to tell you right now, that guy, this loser, H3H3, L3L3, Ethan, whatever the hell his last name is, had the nerve to make this video. I am going to be using this as part of my evidence to the asinine ridiculousness that people push on the internet. And how is he still able to do what he does, but you ban someone who's speaking to lifestyles? How? Andrew Tate was speaking to lifestyles, his ideas, his beliefs, so on and so forth, the same way that women do, and they allow it. The same way that this dickwad does, and they allow it. If you guys don't remember, I did a video on this jackass right here, H3H3, when he went and said that one of the guys from the group Fresh and Fit, who it's like, whatever, you can like him or hate him or whatever, but when he went through and essentially tried coercing a girl into saying that she was assaulted sexually by one of those individuals. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The guy's, he's a fucking smut peddler who has these ridiculous ideals and beliefs, and he is probably one of the biggest liberal fucking racists I have ever seen in my life. But he's still on YouTube. He's still on Twitch. He's still putting this bullshit, garbage content out. Everything that I've said here, you can say it's an opinion, but I'm going to break down the facts as to why I've made those statements against him. And if ever, there's any time that somehow he should see this, I mean, he's too big in his own, bubble or whatever. But if he's ever for some reason sees this, I want you to understand, Ethan, we can have a conversation, but I am going to hurt your feelings by giving you facts versus running off of this emotional fucking bullshit and lies that you try and push out there. But anyway, getting beyond that, the real clown show of tonight. If you all remember this young lady here, where's she at? Where is she? Oh, I had her set up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, let me check chats before I go any farther. I was doing stuff and now I can chat. Oh, okay. 5 ads now. Damn, bro. Okay. What do you want me to do here, my guy? We'd have to do a video call one day so you know what combo. Well, Bullet, you think Andrew Tate will return? Okay, so maybe we'll talk about that during the stream where I'm going to break down that video and all the other stuff that came from H3H3, ridiculous ass loser Hasanabi, and then the crazy girl that I heard talking shit, saying so far. I mean, this